So friends, this is the iPhone 13 Pro. And in 2025, it's hands down one of the most valuable iPhones you can buy. I mean, you can now get your hands on this beast without having to sell your kidney. At just $299, it feels like a daylight robbery, but in a good way. And for that price, you're getting rock-solid specs. With the gorgeous display, blazing fast performance, top-tier durability, a battery that actually lasts, legendary cameras that still go head-to-head with the latest flagships, and of course, Apple's signature long-term software support. This iPhone 13 Pro still holds its own on the shelf and punches way above its weight, and even competing with some $600 mid-range and some flagship smartphones. So if you're thinking that, Hamza, should I buy this beast in 2025? Well friends, buckle up and watch this review till the end, because this review might just clear your doubts faster than that Face ID that unlocks your phone. And hey, if you're new here, then hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon so you never misses an awesome reviews like this one. Alright, let's kick things off with the first thing you will notice: the design and the build. The smartphone is wrapped in a shiny stainless steel frame. So yes, it does feel like you're holding a piece of Apple's bank account. The front and the back are protected by the Apple ceramic shield, which according to Apple is tougher than your gym bro after the leg day. Plus, it's got an IP68 rating, meaning water and dust can try, but they ain't getting in. The smartphone is compact, sleek, super grippy, and screams premium. It feels expensive because it was. And speaking of premium, let's talk about the display. Because this iPhone 13 Pro is rocking one of the best displays in this business. We've got a 6.1 inch Super Retina XDR OLED Full HD Plus display with that buttery smooth 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate. And friends, it's so smooth, you'll scroll just for fun. The swiping, the animations, the app transitions, everything feels like it's gliding on butter. Butter had an engineering degree. And as for the multimedia, the smartphone supports HDR10 and Dolby Vision, which basically turns your smartphone into a pocket-sized IMAX theater. I've been watched movies, jammed to music, and lost hours to reels. And this display never misses. With a peak brightness of 1000 nits and 1200 nits for HDR, you can watch videos under the sun like a boss. No squinting required. And the dual stereo speakers, they support Dolby Atmos and sounds surprisingly full and loud, like there is a mini concert living inside your smartphone. Well, hey, listen to this. Sounds breathtaking, right? Well, speaking of breathtaking, let's talk about the performance. At the heart of this beast, we've got the Apple A15 Bionic chipset. And let me tell you, this smartphone is fast. App openings are instant, animation are smoother than a fresh jar of peanut butter. I mean seriously, if speed were a competition, the smartphone would have taken the first, second, and the third place. I even put it through some heavy tasks like 4K video editing and streaming 4K content. And this iPhone handled it like a pro. It didn't even break a sweat. I'm talking about editing 4K videos like it was casual Tuesday morning for this smartphone. Oh, and I didn't stop there. I opened almost all the apps in the background. Literally, a whole app buffet. And you know what? The smartphone didn't even flinch. It's got 6GB of dual-channel LPDDR4X RAM and 128GB of NVMe storage. So it's like a superhero who doesn't need a cape to save the day. So for 95% of users who just casually browsing, checking social media, or mindlessly scrolling while pretending to work, the smartphone is a total beast. Now, when it comes to gaming, the iPhone 13 doesn't just perform, it dominates. Thanks to the Apple A15 Bionic chipset, the smartphone turns into a portable gaming console. I played PUBG Mobile and Asphalt 9, and honestly, the experience was super smooth. PUBG Mobile runs at smooth with ultra extreme 120 FPS. Yes, freaking 120 FPS. So the gameplay is like the silk. The touch response is lightning quick, animations are sharp, and the graphics, oh man, they look drop-dead gorgeous on that XDR OLED display. It's like playing inside a movie. Now, I know, there is no FPS control app on this iPhone to flex the frame rates. But trust me, there wasn't a single lag, stutter, or hiccups. Even in the chaotic madness of TDM, it was smoother than your internet crush ignoring you. Now, as for the Asphalt 9, well, this thing lights like a butter on a hot paratha, with stunning visuals, perfect touch response, and pure gaming bliss. I legit played it longer than I planned, then blame my battery. And for the thermos, well, it does get a bit warm because it's summer and everything is melting, including my will to go outside. So, if you're a gaming heart, a smartphone cooler might be your new best friend. Now, one of the key reasons of this smartphone's top performance in this price point is its OS. Now, this iPhone 13 may have dropped with the iOS 15, but here in 2025, it's flexing iOS 18.5 like a champ, and it's still running smoother than my cousin avoiding responsibilities. You're getting all the latest iOS perks, custom lock screens, dynamic widgets, focus modes, and even a satisfying haptic keyboard. So, no bloatware, no annoying pop-ups, just clean, premium Apple vibes. And the best part, it's getting the iOS 26 in a few weeks. Now let's talk battery because this might just surprise you. Well, this iPhone 13 Pro has a 3095 mAh battery. Now I know what you are thinking, that comes up. 3095 and 2025? That's it? Well friends, yeah. Don't judge a book by its mAh cover, because Apple's software optimization is basically sorcery. With light to moderate use, you're getting a solid 6 to 7 hours of screen on time. And if you're out there filming reels, gaming, or going full paparazzi mode with the cameras, it still holds up with 5 solid hours. Now, when it comes to charging, the smartphone gets just enough juice to keep you happy. 20-watt wired, 50-watt MagSafe, and 7.5-watt for Qi wireless charging. It can charge from 0 to 50% in just 30 minutes. Just enough time for a quick nap or a shawarma run. And hey, if you're enjoying this video, then a sub to the channel will be cooler than this temperature that I'm now recording this video. It's 50 centigrade right here. If you don't believe me, check this. Anyway, power is good, performance solid, so what about the cameras? Well friends, buckle up. The camera system on this iPhone 13 Pro, well, it's the same exact setup as its bigger brother, iPhone 13 Pro Max. Same chipset, same image processing, and same camera hardware. Basically, Apple said, let's copy our homework but make it smaller. So naturally, you would expect the same camera performance too, right? Well friends, not exactly. Everything is the same on paper, but in the real world, the iPhone 13 Pro sometimes surprises you by outperforming its Max siblings. And other times, it kind of just chills and says, bro, you do the work. So in daylight, photos are clean, gorgeous, and pop like magic thanks to Apple's smart HDR processing. The real MVP is the main camera, as you can see. The image quality, the dynamic range, the clarity, the sharpness, everything looks stunning. The ultrawide is also not lagging behind, with a top-notch image quality and dynamic range. And the 3x, oh man, that's just amazing. And to be honest, one of the best in the industry. I even think it's a bit better than the biggest brother, the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I really like that cinematic blur of the main and the 3x telephoto camera. It looks like it comes straight out of a professional DSLR camera. But friends, you may say, every camera can take great photos in daylight. So what about the low light? Well friends, the low light capabilities of this smartphone are just insane. I mean, I've reviewed so many iPhones before, and to be honest, none of them performs badly in low light. But this one, well, it's one of the best. I mean, the main camera's f1.5 aperture is just working like a charm here with Apple's image processing. As a result, the photos come out clean with minimal noise and a wide dynamic range. And I'm also really impressed by the ultra-wide camera too. I mean, yeah, the sensor size is a bit small, but with that f1.8 aperture, it performs admirably. And the 3x telephoto, well, it can perform well when there's enough light. So, the 3x telephoto is the weakest point here. But you know friends, where it shines? Well, yeah, you guessed it right. The portraits. Well, I've captured portraits with the iPhone 13 Pro Max too. But here, well, I don't know why, but it looks way more professional than the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Well, not all the time, but sometimes the photos are a bit more detailed, more sharp, and just ready to upload without any editing. The dynamic range, the sharpness, the clarity, the details, it's just impressive. And yeah, the right portraits are from the main camera. So the focal length compression on the main camera makes the portraits look a bit unusual. Even the selfies are incredible. all thanks to Apple's image processing. Selfies look rich with amazing dynamic range, good details, and better control over noise. I've tested it in many different conditions, and the result just speak for themselves. You can also shoot macro too, with good details and good image quality. See the ends. Although it's not as detailed as the Pixel 8 Pro's macro shots or the iPhone 14 Pro Max. But hey, it's still there, so let's appreciate it. Now here's why I really picked this iPhone 13 Pro to review in 2025. The video recording capabilities. Well friends, with new creators popping up daily on TikTok, Insta, YouTube, or even X, this phone's video stops on a dream. Stable, sharp, and cinematic. It's like having a mini production studio right in your pocket. So, the main camera rotor synthesizer delivers one of the best videos in this price range, with excellent details, top-of-the-line dynamic range, and top-tier image quality. The loaded sensor size and the wider aperture also give you that beautiful background blur that really elevates the look, as you can see. So, when you get close to something, that sweet background blur just steals the show. But the real MVP here is the stabilization. Even while walking, the footage stays steady, with no weird jelly effect. It looks like you're using a gimbal. And as for the low light, well friends, it shines here too. I mean, the videos have amazing details, low noise, better sharpness, and top-of-the-line dynamic range. It looks like I'm recording these videos with the DSLR cameras. But no, it's this little fella, the iPhone 13 Pro. Plus, the stabilization also works like a charm here too. But I'd suggest shooting videos at 4K 30fps in low light. The 4K 60fps is also good, but the noise, oh man, it's so much. Now the ultra-wide camera is no slouch either. With a 120-degree field of view, it captures wide, dynamic 4K 60fps footage that looks clean and cinematic, with great quality, great colors, and amazing dynamic range. Friends, this ultra-wide camera is one of the best in its class. I mean, I've tested so many smartphones. While their main camera is good, their ultra-wide camera suffers. But not here, as you can see. It produces one of the best videos. Even in low light, the videos have good details and nice dynamic range. Although, not as bright as the main camera, but hey, no complaints here. Now you can also shoot 4K 60fps videos on the telephoto camera, which looks good. But if you're walking, and the stabilization make it look like I'm running on my lungs. It's shaky. And in low light, well, same story here too. Good image quality, good details, but stabilization takes a hit. You can also shoot cinematic videos at 1080p at 30 frames per second from the main and the telephoto camera, which by the way looks amazing. I mean, the blur looks cinematic and the edge detection is also great. I really love this feature, as it will be used by many creators who like the cinematic blur in their videos. Now the selfie videos are also a win, with great dynamic range, good details, natural skin tones, and solid stabilization. It honestly looks more expensive than it is. So, if you're just starting out your content creation journey, then yeah, this smartphone is an amazing deal. Now, for connectivity, this iPhone 13 Pro got you covered with Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5, NFC for Apple Pay, and of course, the classic Lightning port. Still here in 2025, charging slowly, but holding on like your ex who just wants to talk. As for the security, this Face ID is still a king. It's fast, reliable, and accurate enough to unlock your phone even when you look half asleep in the morning or reading putty in low light. So it just works. Now let's talk about the real mic drop moment, the price. And this is exactly why I picked this iPhone 13 Pro in 2025. You can grab it for as low as $300. And at that price, it's not just surviving. It's bullying mid-rangers. You're getting flagship power, premium build, elite cameras, and years of iOS updates, all without selling a kidney. Now you might be thinking that, Hamza, seriously, is it even worth buying in 2025? Well friends, that brings me to my final verdict. So, if you're looking for a compact powerhouse with killer cameras, smooth as butter performance, and years of software updates, then this smartphone is a no-brainer. Gamers, content creators, student, casual users, this iPhone 13 Pro ticks all the boxes. It may not be the newest kid in the town, it still starts like it owns the block. So, this iPhone 13 Pro is still a pro and flexing hard in 2025. And friends, I 100% recommend this smartphone to anyone at this price point. Now, if you live in Pakistan and you are looking to buy one, then you don't need to break the bank or trust sketchy sellers because I've partnered with trusted shops in our area where you can get this beauty at a sweet price with top-tier quality. And hey, it's not just the iPhone. We've got tons of other models too, so use the code Hamza for exclusive discounts and thank me later. So friends, that's all for this video. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to never miss a review video like this one. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and leave your thoughts in the comments section. I will love to answer them. So my name is Hamza, this is Search Tech, and I'll catch you in the next one. So if you want to watch the full review of the iPhone 13 Pro Max, then that video is right here. And if you want to watch the full review of the iPhone 14, then that video is right here. Thank you for watching.